Welcome once again to the Daily Message. Today we observe the memorial of St. Peter Claver. Peter Claver was born in Spain, but in 1610 he left Spain never to return, and he sailed to the New World with the intention of being a missionary. He studied and then was ordained to the priesthood in 1615. His ministry was in Cartagena in the Caribbean, where there was an active slave trade. And so Peter would enter the holds of the slave ships as soon as they docked, even though they were filthy and infested and dangerous places to be. And he gave comfort to the slaves who had just arrived in the New World. And then as the slaves were literally herded into corrals, if you will, put in pens, he would again minister to the slaves. He would bring them food and bread and fruit to nourish them. And at the same time, Peter Claver also brought them God's word. And so it is said that Claver baptized perhaps as many as 300,000 slaves over the course of the 40 years of his ministry. During this time, he also preached missions and preached in churches, but wherever he journeyed, wherever he went, he always refused to stay in the homes of the wealthy, and instead he stayed in the dwellings of the slaves. Finally, Peter Claver, after 4 years of illness, died in the year 1654. And so we remember Peter Claver as someone who ministered to the poorest of the poor, those who literally were in chains and enslaved. And we look to him as a great example of the kind of witness that Christians are called upon to bring in the world. Thank you for watching today.